Hello and welcome back to Lorfan Anime Plays Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm your host Lorfan. In this Pokemon Scarlet Violet video guide, we're going to go against the Glaseado, Ice Gym Leader, Grusha. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Pokemon Scarlet Violet video guides like this. Do not forget notification bells to be update and more. What's this guide all about? We're going to go over Grusha's Pokemon team, then my suggestion of Pokemon, what type of Pokemon that Grusha will use, and the level type too. First of all, let's go with the level type. This is a level 47 to 48 encounter. This means if you're 48, 49, you'll do well. If you're above 49, you'll mop the floor against this opponent, as long as you have the right type of Pokemon. Now, this is Ice type Pokemon you'll be facing, so if you're using Dragon, Flying, Grass, and Ground, you will get beat very badly. Now, if you're using Fighting, Fire, Rock, and Steel, you will win the day. Now, first thing I'm going to do is go over the team of our opponents. Then, of course, my suggestion. After that, I'll show off the battle. First up on Grusha's Ice Pokemon team is Frosmoth. This is a Ice-type Pokemon. If you're using any of the type sets weak against Ice, you'll annihilate him. Like, for example, the Fire Starter. Even if you don't have that, look for a good Fire Pokemon, and you'll quickly finish off this battle. I'm going to go over the second opponent we're about to face. For Beartic, I decided to go ahead and swap Pokemon because Beartic has a not so nice ground attack move. If it hits a fire type, it's most likely will annihilate it. So what I did was I used my Tinkaton and decided to go ahead and weaken its defenses, then use the Gigaton Hammer Steel move. So this way I could really destroy this opponent. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Go ahead and use what I said or something else you could use that's not fire type, and you'll win the day for this fight. Next up is Cetitan. This is a big brute ice type Pokemon. Now, even though I was using Chubs at the time, which is my fire star at level 56, it took 2 Torch Song hits to take it down. Now, it'll probably take 2 or 3 if you're exactly around the level 46 to 48. This one's not bad. It's much more easier, I felt like, than the second battle because I had to switch to a different type. So this way, that fire type I'm currently using doesn't get annihilated. So it's not too hard, just keep up the pressure and you'll win the third battle. Last but not least is Altaria. This is normally looks like a flying type Pokemon. However, you get Ice Terraform. When this happens, guess what? You should definitely not only Terraform yourself if you're using a fire type Pokemon. And one of your strongest moves, you'll be able to one-shot it for the most part. If not, you should consider definitely a 2-shot in your future against this Pokemon. I'm going to say, to be honest, it's on par with the first opponent that Grusha does put out, so it's not that hard to defeat. That's about it for Grusha's Pokemon team, so I'm going to go over my suggestion of which Pokemon you should definitely bring to this fight. Here are my Pokemon team suggestions. Now, I am using the Firestar, which I did get its final evolved form, which is Skeldridge. It's a very good Pokemon to definitely use for this fight. I mainly use Torch Song because that's really overpowering. It buffs its special attack, which is also a special attack. If I ever run out of it, which I highly doubt it, I have Flamethrower as another backup. Now, if you did not pick the Firestar, Charcadet is another great Pokemon you definitely want to use. Here's another fire one I am currently developing, which is Arcane. This is a very beast of a fire type Pokemon. This is a pure fire type, so guess what? Like the Firestar one, you'll annihilate everything. Now, I gave it Flamethrower and Heat Wave, plus also gave it some nice defense and some other good moves too. So, you don't have the Firestar, go ahead and use that too, or Charcadet. Now, this one's more of a Glass Cannon type situation, even though the Ice types are strong against the Flying types. There's also Flame types too, Fire types it's weak against. So, if I want to go in this battle with it, just say if I switch to more fire types. Now, next one is Tinkaton. This is where I use it in the second battle. Now, even though it's a fairy type Pokemon, it has a very powerful steel type Pokemon move. You're guessing, what is that, Lord Fenton? Well, if you did see my other guides, I always use Rock Smash to hit it once or twice our opponent. Then after that, that is a very fighting move that might finish it off. If it doesn't, Gigaton Hammer will definitely finish your opponent off since it's a steel type. Now, Tinkaton will use those 2 combinations. You'll definitely win the day. If it comes down to, of course, you need to do more moves, Flash Cannon, then go back to Gigaton Hammer. Now, I'm using Palm Move for a reason and one fighting move, also for backup as a revival. In case I made a mistake of, dying, you're not going to see that happen, but still, always have a nice backup. Plus, close combat is pretty good for this Pokemon. you can really also devastate foes like crazy. See, there's a Revival Blessing. Now, I have one more Pokemon type. It's a bug type. It has fire moves. That's a good one too, which is Lavzeria. Now, if I want to use that, yeah, I just use its fire moves. Has some decent ones like Flame Charge and Flame Wheel, which is really nice. And I'm going to say this, just use the Ice type weakness move set, so this way you'll annihilate it real quick this entire encounter. You'll get the Ice Gem badge and the smile on your face that you did win the day. So what I'm going to do next is let the battle go on after the introduction cutscene. I'll be back after the victory, of course. Upon defeating the Ice Gym leader Grusha, you will get your 8th gym badge. Now, when you get your 8th and final gym badge, this is great news. You could be able to catch a Pokemon of any level. That's correct, any level. And they'll listen to commands of any level too. You'll also get a very nice TM124, which is Ice Spinner. Now, this does is it covers the battlefield with thin ice and slams into your target. It also clears the battlefield with thin ice. So, here's my final advice before I do end the video guide. Make sure you bring fighting, fire, rock, and steel type Pokemons for this battle. Do not, I repeat, do not bring any dragon, flying, grass, and ground types unless it has the weaknesses. Then you could go ahead and go do a glass cannon situation. Keep you cool, and you definitely got this battle. This is it from my Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, Glaseado, Ice Gym Leader, Grusha video guide. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching and have a good day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet guides just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. Have a wonderful day or night and do enjoy the view.